Hey, hi ho guys, I am Igra Glass and today we will go to the Museum of Modern Art in Moscow. This is Petrovka 25 street and we're coming inside. Today, every third or second Tuesday in the month, you could go here for free to this museum. So right now I'm standing nearby to the entrance, so let's take a look at the exposition just outside of it. Here we see some modern art pictures and sculptures and a huge statue here, by the way. It's a really big one. So if you like modern art, this is perfect place to go. This is Don Quixote, I think. Something like this, yeah. Looks cool. It's Don Quixote made from old heat batteries, I think, yeah. Old heating batteries. So it's made just from junk, but it looks really fun and cool. So this is Sancho Pancho, and this is Don Quixote and his horse. And this looks like a windmill to me, I think so. Beauty of modern art that you could interpret it as you wish. So I think that it's a windmill. Okay, and also we have a lot of statues here. No idea who is it, but it looks quite fun. This is, I think it's Vysotsky, I think so, but I'm not sure. So a lot of statues outside of this museum. You just could walk around. You see this living statue, it's Shtukensia. She also making her own video about this museum in Russian though. Hello. I am filming in English at my vlog channel Igra Glass.
А это Игра Глаз, он снимает на свой англоязычный
Hello.
канал. У нас коллаборация.
Collaboration.
Приходите
Together.
на канал Игра Глаза, я вам поставлю ссылку.
Come to her channel. I'll put the link below. So yeah, it's quite interesting sculptures here. Yeah, it's, when I look at this sculpture, I feel like a scene from USSR movies. Yeah, it feels like this. So all these guys. It looks interesting, what I could say. And this guy, he also a video blogger. He's filming videos like me. Yet another modern art composition. Feels like it's like spy glasses, I think. But also you could think that it's like towers. Yeah, I'm trying to get it into the view. Actually quite interesting composition, this one. When I'm thinking about modern art, these sculptures, they were quite traditional, and this is what I think modern art could look like in my imagination. So yeah, something like this. Quite cool, what I could say. Yeah. World of music. This huge sphere. Feels like world of music. Really cool one, what I could say. And the entrance to the museum, it's also quite unusual. Looks like fantasy style with antique stuff, but also with modern features. So guys, we are inside. This is very special entrance which blinking. So everything not blinking, and there it's blinking. It's because frequency of the light. These halls, they look like a psychiatric or psychiatric hospital, or maybe prison. I don't know. It's very strange form. A lot of quite narrow and a lot of light, white corridors. They feels quite weird. First installation which I noticed, it's called Dream of Dante. It's like eternal fountain made of bottle with a bucket. Looks really cool, by the way. The question is, our next hall has very interesting fields of texts in 3D. Feels very modern, I'll say, like Facebook and YouTube and all these apps in our phones. So when you walk around it and you look onto them, and also you could read stuff from top to bottom. If we would try article 23, where sometimes it's hard to read something. Protection against, protection against, so you could read all this stuff. And when you're staying in the middle, it's a very unusual feeling, like this text, it's in 3D. And another thing, it's a lot of fluids, like bottles, corked bottles. Yeah, it feels like a grave, all this stuff inside these glass cases, and every got name and the date. Warhol, do you know who is it? So it's like a grave surrounding meaning. Feels really cool, this place, what I could say. This place feels really strange, and it's like being in church. Something mystical, you feel something mystical here. It's quite. So in this, under these glass cases, there is a bottles for each greater modern artist, and this is convention for the human rights. So when you're walking around this convention for human rights and see a lot of people inside of this, like their spirit inside of these bottles, and it's like their how to name. It's like their one second. So these vessels contains souls of these great artists, and this composition shows that these great artists, they made their contribution to humanity, to human rights, to do what you want, to speak what you want, and it's quite a lot of meaning in this place. Next place it feels like a shining film, you know. Do you remember this hotel, very creepy hotel? And here you have this atmosphere, a lot of doors. Each door has a lightning upper it, and each door contain name of artist, I think. So when you looking into them, it's all these doors, they're so tall. So I need to think about what does it mean. I'll think about it. Okay, I got into it. All these doors, they contain the name, and this name it's in French, and it means a certain term like identity or joy, vengeance, piety, so amour and like feelings. And you could open any of these doors in your life, and you could go there to choose one, and they're kinda all the same size. And because time which we have in our life, it's kinda you could spend the same time at any of these doors. This is the next exposition, and here we see white letters lit by light, which create shadows. So you could read this text which written by shadows. And there is also several such installations. So you see it's a child, and here please notice that each shadow has different visibility. So for example, this is orphans in the war, and they looks these letters, they looks quite muddy because nobody remember about them. We could read these letters, their shadows, very easily, because it's like when you have mother and father, somebody would remember you. So these shadows, it's like your life after you die, something left, at least shadows. But if you was an orphan, nothing would be possible to read. And here it's installation about abortion, against abortion. And this installation, I have no idea what does it mean. It's like a puzzle. I tried to figure out what is it, but I do not know. Please, if you know, could you write in the comments what do you think about it? We could try to solve this puzzle. You see here we have a child who looks at us, and we could see here a small room with a tiny divan. Here you could see how I think it's like how people go from one place to another in their life, to their destination. So it's like, you see, it's written water. It's like resources which moves for every people. It's a games, and this is like a, what would be in the end. after. And this is maybe it's like how much years left. So when you start your life as a child, then it starts, counting down starts. And people, okay, maximum amount of years which could you have, it's 100. So every 10 years it's depleting, and after the end, what would happen to you? Next place, you could think, what is it by yourself? Small drop of water falling upon this. These 3 pictures, it's called after portrait, and each show different parameters of your body. It's for a male older than 40 years. What you contain of your after portrait. This is contains of elements in your body. And this is blood count. 3 after portraits. Next composition, it's several sculptures in the hall, which quite prolongated vertically, and they feels very volumeable. And when you look at them, you could see this volume. It feels very real, I'll say. So the most important thing here is to walk around and feel this calmness, volume, and play of the light, as you could see. Штукенцы, на твою тут голову тоже. This is very incredible, but at first when I saw these heads, I thought that it's something very simple, but it's very strange feeling when you look at them, because they got a lot of volume in them. You see? It feels like ultra realistic. This installation called how would it be, squelching or silence. I think, yeah, silence would be the right translation. And also the one of walls, you could see this face. We're in the next hall, and Stukensa would share her thoughts about this composition.
You see several layers of glass, and in the glass you see the picture of a man with his brain and inner parts, and you can see different layers of glass which shows different cultures, different continents, different cultural habits, and etc. So you can see that man is universal, but under different conditions you can see different men which appears in for instance in Asia or in Europe or in America. You can see here Europe, it's it's one layer, centralidad is one layer. So different ideas and cultural layers create different men from the same basic parts, and still the man stays universal and the same.
The next hall has a lot of pictures on the walls, and all these pictures, they show different kitchens, and I think that it looks like each human had his own kitchen, and it's all black and white because most of these kitchens, they live in our memories from it's kitchens of our parents, where we were born, where we were grown. So you could see how much different lives, but all of them, they had a kitchen, and it's all static, it's all gone, and only these black pictures left. In the next room we have 2 gongs, and each visitor could blow into them, to blow into the spirit or to the matter. What would you choose? I have chosen spirit, and Shtukensi chosen matter. Yeah. And like this you could say the world, that you are, he exists, you are here. Here we have dual memories. So you remember about something, but sometimes it could mean different things. Each thing could have different points of views. The last piece of exposition, it's this kind of digital art. Information about this exhibition, you could see it, watch and listen about it. We came back to this first hall, which is the most impressive one. What I could say, it's my first exhibition of modern art in my life, and I'm quite impressed. I think I got a lot of stuff from it. I understood something, I felt something, some new emotions, new feelings. So I think I should go to such exhibitions more regularly, and we together would come soon to the next one. Guys, we finished our journey through modern art, and it was impressive. Yeah, I'm quite inspired by it, so I want to visit more of such places, because it gives you a lot of insights, a lot of spirit power. So how do you like it? Please tell me. It was exhibition of Jaume Plensa, Spanish artist, as far as I know. Let's discuss it in comments below this video. Have a good day. Bye bye.